Hey everybody, what's up? Lifeasyvette here, and I'm back with another video. If you guys read the title, this is my Periscope stories, the good and the bad. So I am so ready to tell you these stories. So I've made a list of the things that I wanted to talk to you about on the app. So a little background, I've been on the app for 3 months already. So some things have been like, are you kidding me? And some things have been like, oh, like, you know, and kind of just let you guys into my little Periscope life. If you guys want to follow me on Periscope, go ahead. I'm at Lifeasyvette there too. So I made a list of the things that I'm going to be talking about today, and the first one that I'm going to talk about is female empowerment. Guys, just to let you know, female empowerment means the world to me. So there's been a couple times where some females will tell me certain things. Sometimes I will call them out on it, and they will stay on my broadcast as long as like I'm done talking to them. So this first incident was this female ended up telling me a really hateful comment, and I told her, are you a female? Like, regardless if you're not a female or not, you should be empowering each other as much as you can and loving each other and kind of doing that. But us females, I feel like we get dogged on a lot, that we get told that we can't do things, when actually in reality that we can do things and we can do what we want and we can achieve success and we can do it. So at this point, this person told me something, and then I was like, are you a female? And she's like, yeah. I was like, and you just told me that? And she's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, honestly, like, to be honest with you, like, if I saw you broadcasting too, like, I would tell you that you slay. Regardless, you probably don't feel that you slay. Like, you probably feel that you feel horrible, and you're probably having a bad day, or you're probably feeling this type of way. Like, I would tell you that. But I feel like you shouldn't come in my Periscope and tell me things like that. Like, girl, like, we should be empowering each other. Like, you're a female too. You probably been there where people don't believe in you like they would believe in someone else, and I feel like we should have that and empower each other to do better. She's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, it's okay, it's fine, like, don't worry about it. But it's just like, girl, like, I'm just letting you know, and empower each other. She's like, you're right, girl, you're right. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay, and we have to learn this, and we have to be like that, because sometimes like hate is super strong in our lives sometimes, that we just carry it all the time, and when we carry all this hate, we end up being negative. Now we're good friends, and she's one of the amazing people that I met on the app. Another incident was another girl. She goes on my Periscope, she's like, fat neck, and leaves. But before she left, I clicked on her profile just to make sure like it's not a troll. So I clicked on it, and it was just like, wow, like, wow. Like, and everybody else that stayed on my thing, like, they're trying to defend me and trying to at her, because you can at people, and they're like, oh, why would you say that, blah blah blah. And I was like, it's okay, guys, like, some people just don't know about empowerment. Sometimes, to be honest, like, sometimes when people hate you, or people tell you, oh, like, oh, like, she doesn't even know how to do this right, or ew, look at her, and they're body shaming you, and they're shaming you at what you do, at what you wear, or who you are. The reason they're shaming you is because they find you intimidating. They feel like they're not as good as you, so they're gonna be like that. That's how some people are. And I really don't understand why people are like that. I feel like all of us have an equal chance. Everyone that I've met and everyone that I know is so beautiful. Like, I really don't understand. But anyways, let's talk about that. So number 2 is inappropriate people. On the app, there will be some people on the app that will tell you inappropriate things, like, open this, or open shirt, lift your shirt up, show something, do this, oh, would you do something for $200, like, stuff like that. And it's just, you gotta block. So number 3 is changes throughout the app. So at the beginning, when I started my Periscope journey or whatever, it was awesome. Like, you met so many great people, and you met like this person and this person, and they were so cool, and blah 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 and stuff like that. Then people ended up using the app really inappropriately. And if you're from Periscope and you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about, because there's some inappropriate things on Periscope now that it's just like crazy. And inappropriate, I mean what people tell you, like the inappropriate people tell you, like open this, $200 for this, I'll do this for you, or whatever. It's just gone really inappropriate that people broadcast doing things that they shouldn't, because there's people of all ages on the app. So it just gets crazy. So number 4 is trolls. Trolls are everywhere. Of course, you're gonna be like, Yvette, trolls are everywhere. Like, they're everywhere. But these trolls, I find them like so different and so funny. Of course, like trolls on every different other app, like Instagram. Like if you find a troll or you see a troll, like you see their profile picture, you know they're real, you know they're happy with their life, you know that they have a family and they're loved. Like I feel like you see that through a profile picture. I feel it. So I feel like these people on Periscope that are trolls are way different, because you can tell when someone doesn't broadcast. I feel like when you broadcast and you're broadcasting and you do it and you're on there and people are commenting on you, big up to you. Like yes, like I'm gonna give it up to you, because being on Periscope and putting yourself out there and being like, hi, my name is Lifeasyvette, blah blah blah, get to know me, hey, what's up, blah blah blah, how are you doing, blah blah blah, you slay, takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to show your face. It takes a lot for you to receive the hate, the comments, or anything like that. It takes a lot. Just like the way it takes a lot for people to post pictures that they want and people troll on them. Like it takes a lot for you to do that. So on Periscope, this is my profile. The hearts mean that when you're broadcasting and people give you hearts, that's the tally of how many hearts you've gotten as you've broadcasted. So those are the hearts that you've been getting. So if you just open the app and you don't have a profile picture, your profile picture is an egg, like an egg. And if you just barely open the app and you don't broadcast, it's just 1 heart for opening the app. So these trolls, like if you know it's an egg and you know they've never broadcasted and they're telling you something, everyone on Periscope kind of finds that funny, because it's like, really, like, really, are you kidding me? Because it's like, more power to you if you're showing your face and you're showing this and you're showing that and you broadcast, like more power to you, like more power to you. But if you're just a troll that doesn't, like, you know, that just goes in your scope, doesn't have a profile picture, never broadcasted, has 0 followers, has whatever, like, what are you doing? Like, what is up? Like, but it's trolls, right? Now on to number 5, which is racial comments and racial slurs. And the reason this is number 5 is because there's been 5 people that have told me comments such like those, and I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about them. 2 out of 5 of these people are 12 to 13-year-olds. My message isn't towards them, because they're 12 to 13. They're still young, they're still a teenager, they're still learning, they're still doing what they gotta do, they're still in middle school or high school or whatever. You know, they're young. I'm 20. Come on, I have nothing to tell them because they're young. But my message to the parents, or if you ever become a parent yourself, or you are a parent yourself already, don't teach your child to hate. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I can't really like be like, oh well, you blah blah blah. I couldn't really tell them anything. I kind of noticed that they were young already just by their @name, just by being Harry Styles 1 2 3 4. Like, I can tell that you're a youngster. Like, I can tell that you're young. So I can't really tell them anything, so I'll just hit the block button and that's it. Like, that's the end of the story. Those two people are gone, they're young or whatever. So these other two people are people that come into my broadcast and try to like flirt with me, but they flirt with me really like a way that makes me feel super uncomfortable. Like, it makes me feel like
don't do that, like, no, like, it just makes me feel like, ugh, like, ugh.
Like, if you're nice and you're into, oh, hi, you're beautiful or whatever, but if you say something like really like that makes me feel uncomfortable, like, I'm like, no, like, I'll be like, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. Like, I would like kind of let it go, but nicely, you know, like, I will cut it off, but nicely. Well, these people didn't like the way I cut it off nicely, so they came for my race and they said, well, when are you going back home? When did you cross the border? When? And I was like, really? Like, you just went from being nice or flirting or hitting on me to like being like hating on me just because I let you down nicely? I wasn't rude about it. I wasn't like, ew, like, gross, disgusting. No, I wasn't like that. I was just being nice. But it's okay. Like, they just hurt my culture. They just hurt me. They just hurt my race. But it's whatever. Oh, those four are done, and now one more. And this person is really different from the rest of the four. This one really stayed on my Periscope and really tried to argue.
Argue?
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 She tried it. Like, she tried it. And the reason I say quote argue is because I felt like it wasn't even an argument. Like, it felt like I was fighting with my 5-year-old cousin. Like, that's how it felt. So I know this person, she was like older. Like, I know she was older, maybe about my age or a little bit older than me. But she comes into my scope and goes, don't you know you're like so close to the border? Like, why don't you go home? First of all, I was born here in the United States. I was born in McAllen, Texas. What up if you're from McAllen? I've been here my 20 years of life. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. So she goes on and tells me that, and she's like, haha, you dumb Mexican, you're so stupid, you're a dumb beaner, haha, you don't know anything. And I was like, excuse me? I'm like, do you realize the way you're speaking to me? Like, you're calling me uneducated and me this and me that, but everything the way you're speaking, like the way you're telling me things makes you seem uneducated. And she's like, and I'm like, really? Like, just stop. Like, I go on to talk to everybody else, and I guess she doesn't like it, so she keeps trying to poke and poke and poke and poke and poke. And I'm just like, okay, like, are you, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And then I go, first of all, do you know what an immigrant is and what a Mexican American is? And she's like, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. A Mexican American is a Mexican that was born in the United States, was raised here, born here, and lives here. An immigrant is another thing. And an immigrant is a person who comes to live permanently in a foreign country. I'm not an immigrant. I was born here. I didn't move. I didn't do anything, which I haven't moved from my house. This house has stood here forever, and I've never moved to another house except for moving to my college dorm. I didn't come over here to live here. I lived here, like I said, I've been here for my whole life. Been here my whole life, okay? So she goes on, but I guess she couldn't argue that to me and argue what an immigrant was to me. She couldn't argue that. So the complete disrespect just comes. She violated my Disney trivia, guys. Like, she violated my Disney trivia. My Disney trivia. I'm a 90s kid. I was born with Disney. I was born with Cinderella, Mulan, Pocahontas, Sleeping Beauty, like Jasmine, you know, like I know my Disney trivia, okay? And if you know your Disney trivia, comment down below if you know Disney trivia. So anyway, she goes on and she's like, ha ha ha, you're just the fat Mulan. First of all, I know this body, right? But at the end of the day, with my female empowerment of people around me, I know that I can slay. I know that I got this. Just like the way all of you guys can slay, I know I can slay too. You get what I mean? But Mulan, I end up telling her, Mulan is from China. She's Chinese. Which, if you guys know, Mulan saved the Chinese people. She saved China. You know that. You know that. If you know it, you know it, right? She ends up stating, Mulan is Japanese.
Why would you say that? Like, why would you put me in such uncomfortable situations? Like, you know Mulan is not from Japan, but she's from China. She saved the Chinese people. Why would you say that?
Like, shut up, you Mexican Pocahontas. First of all, I know I'm Mexican. Second of all, Pocahontas is Native American. I guess she didn't know what else to say, so she ends up calling me a beaner again or whatever. Like, I know I like frijoles, okay, I know it, okay, don't gotta tell me. So I indeed ended up blocking her and I was like, I'm done. I'm really done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Cut it. So my thing out of this is that I know I got racial slurs, I was told things. At the end of the day, guys, the way I was kind of raised and taught to be is to love everybody for who they are, regardless of skin color, regardless of who they are, what family they're from, whoever, whatever, because whatever they bring to the table, and if they bring so much positivity to you, then amazing. Like, that's a great friend. If they bring negativity to you, then, you know, exit out, cut it, you know. But that's the way I was raised, to love people for who they are and not to judge people. Like, that's the way I was, and I really hope that these people end up turning it around and loving people for who they are, because, you know, gotta love, not hate. Now to talk about the people, which is in number 6, which is the amazing people that I've met on Periscope. Some of the amazing people I've met on Periscope are now some of my subscribers. So what's up, everybody that came from Periscope? Hey, hey, hey. And some of them I still know on Periscope are my followers on Periscope. I see their Periscopes and they're so amazing. Some of these people are so talented, and some of these people are so amazing to talk to. So some people that I met are so different. Some can sing, some can dance, some can cook, and some can, like, they love to go traveling. Some of them are funny, some of them are just different, and I love every single person that I've met. They're so amazing, and I'm so happy that I've gotten to meet them and I've gotten to talk to them on Periscope, and that those people are the people that make my time on Periscope worthwhile, other than the other negativity, the stuff that shouldn't really be going on. These people really bring the positive light to my Periscope, and I love that we can talk about real issues, about things going on in our lives, and many different topics, and I love that. I really, really love that. So that's it for my video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those are some of my Periscope stories. I'm still gonna be on Periscope, so there might be a second one, because you never know, more crazy things might happen. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Spread positivity, spread love. If you see someone, smile at them. I hope you guys have a great and amazing day or night.
You know,